All right, guys, we are going to be doing math boxes. This is actually, math boxes 7-9, which is on page 242, and is actually a preview for Unit 8. Okay, guys, remember, I do not want you to watch this video unless you have already done your math boxes. So if you have not done your math boxes yet, I want you to turn this video off and go do your math boxes right now. I will see you in a bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and go over the math boxes. On number 1, they wanted you to measure to the nearest half inch and see which is longer, the length from A to B or the length from C to D. So hopefully you had a ruler at home to help me measure. If you did not, let me help you out a little bit, okay? From C to D, what if I told you that that line segment is exactly 2 inches long? And when I measure each of these sections here, this section is 1/2 of an inch, this section is 1/2 an inch, this section is 1/2 an inch, this is 1/2 inch, and this is 1/2 inch. So when I do 1/2 plus 1/2 plus 1/2 plus 1/2 plus 1/2, whoops, well, that's not 1/2, plus 1/2, what does that equal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that equals 5 halves. Remember, numerator is bigger than the denominator, so that's more than a whole. We put 1/2 and 1/2 together, that equals 1 whole. 1/2 and 1/2, that equals 1 whole, and then another half. So this line segment is 2 whole inches plus 1/2 of another inch. So when it wants to know which line segment is longer, you are going to say line segment A to B is longer. Okay? How much longer? Well, the difference between 2 inches and 2.5 inches is about 1/2 inch longer. All right, looking at number 2, fill in the circles for in front of the names for 36. Remember, names for 36 just means it equals 36. Okay, 8 times 3, if I have 2 8s, that's 16. 1 more 8, that equals 24. All right, 9 times 4, what strategy did you use? Did you use the nines trick and take one off of 4 to make 3, and then 3 and 6 is 9? Okay, so 9 times 4 is 36. Or you could have used the 4 strategy and double. 9 and 9 is 18. 18 and 18 is 36. All right. And let's see here. 6 and 7 stuck like glue. 6 times 7 is 42. So that one does not work. 6 dogs with 6 sticks. 6 times 6 is, you got it, 36. All right. Moving on. Fill in the blanks to make the number sentence true. So you have to find 2 factors that would multiply together to get 15. So a lot of you probably did 3 times 5 or 5 times 3. You could also do 15 times 1 or 1 times 15. All right? To get times 20, I'm sure some of you did 4 times 5 equals 20. You could also do 10 times 2 or even 20 times 1. To get 24, you could have done several things. I'm going to do one that might have been trying to guess what you guys would have done. 12 times 2 is 24. You could have also done 3 times 8. You could have done 6 times 4. You could have done 24 times 1. Any of those would have worked. And then to get 30, I'll bet most of you did 6 times 5 is 30. You could have also done 2 times 15 or 30 times 1. Now remember, any of these you could have turned those factors around with the turnaround rule. Number 4, how many sides? This one's easy. We got 4 sides, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many angles? Remember, the angles are where those sides come together. This is an angle, 1, 2, 3, and 4 angles. It wants you to put X's on one pair of parallel sides. Remember, guys, parallel sides are 2 sides that are the same distance apart, so they look like railroad tracks. So you could have put X's on this pair, or you could have put X's on this pair. Either pair are parallel. Okay? And write a name for this shape. What could this shape be called? When I have 4 right angles, I am called a rectangle. Okay? It could also be called a parallelogram, remember? It could be called a trapezoid. It could be called a rhombus. Think about that. Could it be called a rhombus? Hopefully you said no. And why not? Because a rhombus has 4 equal sides, and it does not. Can it be a square? Can the shape be a square? No, because again, it does not have 4 equal sides. Could it be a kite? Can the shape be a kite? Do you remember what it takes to be a kite? 2 pairs of equal length sides that touch. It has equal length sides. This side equals this side, but do they touch? No, so it cannot be a kite. It can be a trapezoid, it can be a parallelogram, and it can be a rectangle. All right, moving on to number 5. There are 5 pencils in a pack. Catalina has 2 packs. How many pencils in all? Well, she has 2 packs, right? That's 2 groups of 5, and so she would have 10 pencils in all. And if Reese has 20 packs, so that's 20 groups of 5 would be 100 pencils. All right, number 6. 4 children share $36 equally. How much money does each child have? Remember, guys, when we are sharing something equally, we are dividing. So what are we dividing? We're dividing money, right? How much money? 36. How are we going to divide that $36? They want you to share it equally with 4 children. So now I need to kind of think. Oops, I think I did this on the wrong line. That's okay. All right, 36 divided by 4. And now remember, think division. We can turn it around and think multiplication because we're better at that. 4 times what equals 36? And so once you figure that out, you should have had 9. So this is where my number model should have been. And then my answer is $9. How much money does each child get? Each child gets $9. So I just kind of wrote those on the wrong lines there. All right, guys, that is Math Box 7-9. I'll see you in the next lesson.